Warner Brothers presentation, X-Men, 20th Century Fox presentation, Kevin Smith. And that's because years ago I started going to the con. They gave us a room of like 400 seat or something and packed right away. And people were desperately trying to get in while the show was going on. They're like, who the fuck are you? This is 1995. And I was like, I'm Silent Bob, I guess. And so the next year they put us in a bigger room. And they kept building the rooms bigger and bigger. And we got to, like at one point, Hall H. They were like, we're going to put you in Hall H because you couldn't pull that many people. And I said, how many people is the seat? And they said 3,000. I said, I can't. Fuck, I don't have 3,000 people like me on the planet. Like, there's no way. And he goes, no, don't worry about it. He's going, basically, when you go to Hall H, particularly back then, now they empty it after each panel, but then you could go in, take a seat, live there all day and not move. So there would be people who were like, I want to come see Peter Jackson, so I'll sit through anything to see the King Kong presentation and shit. And so people would be like, fuck, this is the untalented fat bearded director. Later on, we'll see the talented one and shit. But I always looked at that as an opportunity to convert some people, because you're not playing to just people that know you and stuff. You're playing to a bunch of people that don't give a fuck about you, maybe never heard of you, maybe don't even like your shit and stuff. So that they put me in that room and sandwiched me around big panels. It was great, because nobody would leave and they'd be forced to sit there and watch me. And you could convert some people. Go, oh, he's not so fucking bad. I always thought he was an idiot. Now, not so much. So one day, San Diego Comic-Con comes to me like, we have to move you to the end of the night. No more in the middle of the day. My panel was like 3, 4 o'clock. I was like, what's the end of the night? He goes, after the last panel, then you go. And I was like, yeah, but fucking, if that's the case, nobody's gonna be in the room. People will just leave. If like, now they stay because Peter Jackson's next, but if you put me last, like fucking nobody's gonna stick around. They're like, well, we can't put you in the middle of the day anymore because you curse a lot. And I was like, well, what the fuck's that have to do with it? And they're like, well, this is a family convention. There are people that bring their children here. And you have a little boy come up to the mic and ask you a question about Batman and Robin, and your answer involved the term cocksucker. I was like, that's how I see that relationship. So he goes, we're going to move you to the end of the night, man. Then you could curse your fool head off and stuff. Like, all right, but then I was nervous that at the end of the night, people would be like, hey, I'm out of here, fuck this. I'd rather go to a party. I'd rather go see anything else than listen to this guy. So whenever I would walk down stage, I always clench my asshole and my eyes closed shut before I look out. And I get out there, and if I see the place kind of full, I'm like, oh shit, I'm still relevant. This still works and stuff. So I was able to always maintain 90 to 95% of the room, even as the room grew. I guess I'd been there long enough where people were like, you're part of our fucking San Diego tradition and shit, so we come see your show every year. So finally they built that room up to 6,000 fucking seaters, massive. Yeah. And last year, Star Wars was coming for the first time. Con people said, Star Wars is right before you and the year after Star Wars. I was like, I have to follow Star Wars? That's like following John Holmes or something like that.